Hello, coffee time friends. How y'all doing? It's coffee time. It's chat time. It's jelly time. That's what time it really is. Mama's going to show you all this pear jelly that we started the other night, and she's going to finish it up for you today.
Yeah.
Aren't you, Mama?
Mm-hmm.
Take it away, Mama. Tell them.
Well, if I can get this turned up, I was going to show them in here. That is 7 cups of pear juice. And on this Sure Gel thing, there's no pear jelly to be made. So I'm going by what it says, apple or crab apple. Crab apple is tart, more like these pears are. So it takes 7 cups of juice and 9 cups of sugar.
Wow, that's a lot.
So that's 7 cups of juice. So now I'm going to add, and 1 box of Sure Gel. I'll add that in there. You can add that, Johnny, and stir it.
In here?
Yeah, and I'll be measuring out 9 cups of sugar.
It's jelly, and I helped.
Mm-hmm. What is it? Shake and bake. Yeah. Just excuse me while I'm counting.
This is 4. 5.
Yep.
6.
Yep.
And how many do you need?
9.
7.
8.
8.
9. And I know that's a lot, but it'll make quite a bit of
Can't you
jelly.
put 10? I don't like stopping on 9.
Well, that's what we have to do. And
I've done my job.
now what I'm going to do is take it to the stove, and you let that come to a boil that you cannot stir down. And reason you measure your sugar this way, you dump it all in there pretty much at one time and get it mixed up, and then you let it come to a hard rolling boil again that can't be stirred down. You boil it for 1 minute, and then take it off and put it in your jars.
Are we going to watch all this?
Yeah, that's just too. Well, it has to get hot
Okay.
and boil. And I see a piece of pear floating around in there.
Oh, that'll be good.
It won't hurt the jelly none, I don't guess.
Seems like pear. That halo over my head. Y'all have seen it here live. Huh?
You see what?
The halo over my head, Mama. How sweet I am.
Oh, how sweet you
It could be this light.
are. It could be.
I knew we needed a light for Mama. So we could see down in that kettle. There's a lot goes into all this. What are y'all up to today? Hello from Southern Illinois. Love watching you. Well, thank you so much, Mary. We love having you here with us. I'm not doing much today. Eve, how are you? And we've got comments today. Thank you, Lord. My mom made pear relish. Ooh, now Linda, that would be something I would be interested in.
Now, pear butter I made the other time.
Pear relish.
I ain't made pear relish. This is pear butter. You can show them that.
This is pear butter. I can show y'all this. That's pear butter. It's thicker. It's not like jelly. Can't see through it. And it's full of the pears.
It's got the pears cooked up in it. The jelly, all the jelly is I took all the good peels. I cut off all the spots and saved the good peels. And I put it in the kettle and I cover it good with water. And then when it cooks down and the pears, the hulls is all, then I strain it to make the jelly. And we showed you the jelly. I'll go get a jar of jelly. We'll show the after effects for
After,
it.
what you gonna fix after?
I'll go get a jar of jelly. That's the pear butter that I made the other day.
That mirror behind me, it gives all of our viewing. I usually sit down that way a little bit, but it don't matter. Y'all family, it don't matter. She's gonna go get you some jelly to show you, so she'll know what you'll see the end results before the end results gets here, which is always good. let's see. Hello from St. Louis. Hey, Deanna. How are you? Making chicken mole and Spanish rice. Anthony, that sounds good. What is chicken mole? M-O-L-E? Chicken mole? Catherine Henley, I never would have noticed if you hadn't said anything about the light. Oh, these lights are, I guess, a necessity. We don't often use them unless we're going to be cooking in where you're going to have to look down in something. It's hard to see down in a pot.
This is the pear jelly.
Now that's pretty.
You seen that juice I had? It was more of a browner color, but this looked just like it until I cooked it and put the sugar in it. And you can see the difference in the pear butter and
See how pretty? And then there's the pear butter.
Pear butter is the pears itself cooked.
But that is some beautiful jelly. Just like apple. And to be honest with you, it tastes a lot like apple. Mama's over there. What are you looking for, Mama? You look like you was looking for something in that pot. She's checking to make sure she ain't looking for something. She's looking for something not to be there. I don't know if I could pick a favorite. Pear butter, pear jelly, apple butter, apple jelly. Now, apple butter has got cinnamon and other flavors in it than apple jelly. It's very distinguishable. This was just the pears. This was no cinnamon, nothing added. So they taste very similar, except you have that good pear chunks in the butter. And that makes a difference. Oh, come back. If I froze you all up. Something. I love pear preserves on anything. Oh, Martha. This pear butter would be good on ice cream. Good afternoon, John and Momma from...
Good on toast. I ate some on a piece of toast.
It's good on warm toast. I've had it on toast too, Mama. I don't care for pears. Kim, with 9 cups of sugar in it, anything's going to taste better. Try some pear butter. See if you like it. That's a lot of sugar. No wonder the jelly's so sticky. And no wonder you just can't eat very much of it at all.
Well, you just eat a spoon at a time. You don't eat a whole jar or a whole batch.
Mama says you just eat a spoonful at a time. Well, Mama, don't you eat everything a spoonful at a time?
Yeah, but you don't sit and eat a whole jar of jelly.
So we're limited to a spoon. All right. My grandma made pear honey. Ooh.
I've never tried.
So it had pineapple in it. Yum. Pears and pineapple and honey? Michelle, that sounds like a dream come true. Oh, that's got me thinking. I think that would be delicious. Good on pancakes, Sharon says. Sharon Wolf, I think that would be good. I like Mayhaw jelly, Robbie. Mayhaw. I've heard of Mayhaw.
That's Mayhaw apples.
Mayhaw apples.
I've heard of Mayhaw apples.
Can y'all post a recipe for both of the butter? Beth, I don't know. Mama, can you post a recipe?
It's in this Sure Gel package here. I use it. I'm using the one for apple and crab apple is what I'm using.
So she's just using the Sure Gel pack. And the preparation of the apples, or the pears, was just peel them and cook them. And we cook both separately. We cook the pears, and then we cook the peels that don't have any blemishes on them. Like, bug bites and stuff. They may have a blemish. And then she uses this recipe, cooked jelly recipes. So when you buy your Sure Gel,
some of it's different amount of sugar.
And some of them are different if you buy different
brands
brands of pectin. But you'll always have these recipes that tells you exactly how to make your jellies. Now this is an older Sure-Jell pack. No, this is the new one. Mama keeps one of these in her cookbook just to have it. It's real.
There's no pear jelly in there.
There's no pear jelly in here, but you just have to find something close to it.
Crab apple is, I feel, as closest.
But you could use an apple recipe, or you could use a grape jelly recipe.
Well, an apple is more kin to the pear than a grape is.
Right.
So I always use apple with the pear jelly.
So you could use the apple, or the crab apple, or the pear in your Sure-Jell box, and it would come out pretty close.
Okay, it's coming to rolling boil right now. Let's see.
Let's go right over there and look at this. Hold on. Let's check it out. 9 cups of sugar going in.
See how it's rolling up our bowl and wouldn't stir down? 9 cups of sugar.
You want to stir as you pour, or if you have to, you don't have to let Mama. You can do 4 cups of sugar in each container and add a little bit at a time like that, but do it all at one time.
Now it's got to come back to rolling boil that won't stir down.
It don't look like it's going to take it long.
Well, it was boiling from up to the top.
It's changing colors with that sugar.
It does. See, it was an ugly brown. I hope this in turns as pretty a color as that
It's
other
turning golden pretty. Look at that.
because it was brown like this too.
It kind of clarifies it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Look, here is her flats.
And I always boil my flats or get them good and hot.
And there's clean jars.
There's my colander. And this thing is so handy. For years and years, all I done was use a fork, but this is a little magnet on the end. And you just stick it in there and pick up your lids.
You don't stick it in there. You stick it over here.
Over on your lids.
Let me have it.
And,
So when you're boiling your lids, getting them hot, you just stick this in there, and it pull your lid right out. You shake the water off, and you put it on your jar. That way you don't have to fool with it. That's looking beautiful, Mama. Clear. Look, you can see the bottom of the kettle.
It takes a while to get back up to that boil. And you want to keep stirring it because you don't want it to stick on the bottom.
I'm said, good afternoon. Hello from Oklahoma, Sean. Jars should be hot. They are.
They're sitting around this.
They are, Gail. They was hot, and she put them over here on the stove to keep them hot. Loretta cooked pear jelly. This is the process.
You have to wash your pears through 3 or 4 waters to get everything off the hull, because once you peel them and get them, save all the hulls, you can't wash the hulls afterwards. So you wash them real good before you cut them up and peel them, and save all the good peelings. And then I put them in here, and I just covered the peelings real good, like an inch or 2 over the peelings with water. So this is all I have to do now, is just stand here and stir till it boils up, and it's starting to boil. You can see that.
Kim says she made the sausage gravy, sausage link, eggs, and your biscuit pone this morning for the first time. Delicious.
Now it's a coming.
Now.
Push that button for a minute. I'm sorry. Whoa.
Don't try to get it. Don't try to get it. Don't grab it. Just let it happen, folks.
That's good. Set it back. You ain't pushed the button.
Mom. There you go. We had an emergency, Mama. I could be worried about button pushings. I was afraid you was going to grab that pot.
This is the tallest kettle that I've had. This is what I've always made jelly in over all these years.
We had a good little...
Yeah.
Throw it on there. We had a good little overflow. But do not, people. There ain't no amount of jelly or mess on your stove worth grabbing that pot. Let it slide it over, turn it off, but don't grab it up. Ten, 9, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now it smells like marshmallows in here because that sugar got on that burner. This is one time a glass top stove is handier.
I need that cup out of there to place it. Set it down. I don't want that burnt.
I put a little bit of that hot water on this burning sugar.
So now all I'm going to do is this right here. I hope it gels. This is something I forgot to do to see if it's going to gel right. Watch that drip off that spoon. See how it's coming down in a peak?
Mm-hmm.
That's me.
That means it's going to gel.
Yeah.
A drip, and then a peak.
Come down in that peak. So all I'm going to do is fill these.
Look how clear and pretty.
It was browned up with color.
Uh-huh. That's beautiful. That's beautiful jelly.
And I always get a paper towel to...
Wipe the... You dampen it?
Well, I do a lot of times, but this don't seem to be getting on there. If I can get a lid. And I'll tell you what, those lids are hot.
And you want to finger tighten them, which means tighten them with your fingers. Don't put a big grip on it and tighten it like Mama does.
I put a big grip on it.
Her big grip don't sometimes amount to as much, but you don't want to buckle your flats is what you're trying not to do. I know we don't have a good angle or setup or studio. This is home canning. Now look at that technique Mama's got going. There you go.
And it's good to have your lids and your rings and your everything.
And your sun.
Sun. You say.
It's good to have your sun and your lids and your ring right here handy.
Everybody handy. Everything handy.
Your daughter, somebody to help you out.
Yeah.
Your husband, your wife, your spouse, your whomever. Your friend.
I made it for years with no one to help me along.
And you still are? Dum bum, bum bum, bum 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 bum.
You need to throw another lid in there, I think. Not had that long.
Don't take you long to look at that one, does it, Mama?
No. Not when it's so hot.
Now this is a piece of granite she's laying these on that's not our countertop.
Oh, Lord, no, I wouldn't put it on the counter.
But that is a piece of granite that we keep by the stove.
For
hot stuff, chopping. All that stuff. A friend of mine made those, and it was a Christmas present one year, wasn't it, Mom?
Yeah, I think so. Very nice one.
Yeah. And very handy. Use it every day. You can put a skillet on it. I mean, you know all about it, granite.
Oh, I don't know if I got on that jar.
I don't know, Mama. Let me take this out. I don't think it's going to hurt to lay it on the stove now.
No, it's covered. Lid, please. Is that the last thing you put in?
No, Mama, it's the one I just put in.
Oh, no, it's not either.
Mama asks me questions sometimes, and I just tell her what I think she wants to hear.
I didn't want to hear
You know I'm going to give you the coolest one. Going to have to dig up another jar.
I've got one over there. Oh, goodness, that's every horse.
Somebody made a mess.
Burned fingers.
How come you got that in there?
It stuck to my cup and I dropped it in there.
Oh. Leave a little headspace at the top. That's just usually the whole neck.
Need another lid, sir.
Yes, ma'am. And there went your handle. Mama, Grace is not your name today.
No, it's not, is it?
Look here. She's turned her Pyrex around here.
Well, I didn't set it up here in this thing.
Grace, get your stuff together here.
That's too hot for him.
They're hot now, folks.
I reckon so.
But that's how you gotta do jelly. They gotta be hot, don't they, Mama?
Oh, yeah.
Mama, this looks like a bigger batch than what you got before.
It was. I only had like 4 cups of juice the other time. This time I've got 7.
Do you have just enough?
Have you got a lid hot?
I don't have a lid. I haven't been issued another one.
Oh, sorry about that.
Looks like you're going to need another one for a little half jar.
Well, I can't get that to come out. I just need one of those. Get it in there and get it hot.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna get this other jar.
Now look how clear and beautiful. It almost is reminiscent of like honey, isn't it? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Pear jelly. Boy, it may taste good today and tomorrow, but you know when it's going to taste the best?
Can you get the lid?
It's going to taste the very best on a cold winter's morning. And you're going to think there ain't a pear within miles of here other than canned. And it's going to be so good. That's basically it, folks. She's gonna bring that one more little bit up in that half jar. Won't even be a half. Won't even be a half.
Well, you're wrong.
What is that?
Yeah.
Mark it down. That's the first time ever. Maybe the second.
It made a whole jar.
It made a whole. I was more than wrong. I was over half wrong because it made a whole jar.
See that?
A complete jar. How many jars did you get, Mama?
It's 7 jars.
That's a lot for a run of jelly. 7 pints. Here is a cool one. And that's what we're going to have. You've seen it over there and how beautiful. Now, you've seen how ugly that was to start with, but once you add all that sugar and it clarifies, it's gorgeous. Gorgeous jelly. Gorgeous jelly.
Ooh,
What happened?
my fingers are getting tender. I handle all this hot stuff. It's getting hot. I can't handle it.
Should I help you, Mama?
Nope, I've got it. I'm through. I've got everything cut off. And
Do you want me to do anything?
no, I'm just going to rest a minute and then do my dishes up.
Okay, Mama. She won't let me do nothing like that.
Get this sticky off me.
That's her domain. She's like a lioness. Stay on that side of the counter. Get back. Y'all think I'm joking. I'm really not. I'm telling y'all the truth.
Are you putting that on
No.
me?
Uh-uh.
Oh, well.
No, I've been sitting right here being good.
Oh,
It's not been on you, Mama.
it's not.
No. Now she's accusing me of filming her against her will.
Well, you showed me all these jars for yourself.
I'm coming, Mama. Hold on. You show them what you're talking about. Don't touch them.
Handle the heater.
You don't have to touch them.
But there it is. Right, yellow jelly.
You don't have to touch them, but you can if you want to, Mama.
I know it. Got it all. All of it can, 7 times. That'll do us all winter and give some to. I gave away some of it. The man that brought the pears gave him a jar of jelly and his friend, his nephew.
There's a close-up. Look how pretty. Beautiful.
You talking about me?
Mama, the world don't revolve around you.
Yes, it does.
Here, that's pretty too. Look at that. You want to take a bow?
Yeah, no. You're supposed to labor for your goods.
Well, we have today, and yesterday, I had pear juice up to my elbows.
He said, help, I'm sticky crump in my elbow.
Well, it was your fault. Your old cutting flat board there was draining. Mama, get over here where they can see. You're just barely out of the shot.
Uh-oh, there I am.
There you are. She was guarding. She's afraid I was going to jump over on that
me
side of the
in
counter.
there.
She's afraid I was going to jump over on that side of the counter, and she's like, you ain't coming over here. Wasn't you, Mama?
Yeah.
Folks, that's pear jelly. You want to add anything, Mama?
No, I can handle this one good. I even see it.
It's beautiful.
Pear jelly and pear butter.
Now, there'll be no pear butter out of these because
No, I froze these.
you freezed them.
Freezed them, froze them.
She froze them, and what we'll do with those, probably, most of them we will eat as a side dish. We will put
At Christmas or Thanksgiving.
and Thanksgiving, and maybe on a Tuesday night. But we'll take the pears, we put them out like you would open a can of pears, and you can do a can if you don't have it, can your own. But she froze them, so we'll take them out and put them in a kettle, we call it, or a boiler that you call it. And we'll put red hot cinnamons in them sometimes, or brown cinnamon, and we'll have them as a side dish, like with pork chops. Be delicious. Absolutely.
Apples or pears, either one. Be
Ham is good. Christmas dinner is good with them. And they make a wonderful little sweet, but yet tangy like for your side dish. It's wonderful. Anybody got any questions about the jelly?
And I always write on top of my lids the date and what it is. That says pear jelly, 10. It's the 10th month and the 23rd year, and this says pear butter, same thing.
And you're going to throw those flats away. You won't reuse flats. So
You reuse your rings. Those are being
and that's
used
just a
as-
Sharpie. We keep a Sharpie over here. When I was a kid, I used to get in trouble for getting her markers. And she said, don't get my Canon marker.
That's right.
I didn't know it was a Canon marker. I didn't know the difference. For years, I thought Sharpie was only for Canon. That's a true statement. And I said, that's a cannon marker. What? You can imagine the other little kindergarten kids looking at me going, what's he talking about? My mama calls that cannon markers.
Yeah, you don't take my one out of the drawer.
Don't take my cannon marker.
That I used to mark my cannon lids with.
And back then she had a lot more cannon than she does now.
Oh, I did a lot of cannon in years past.
She did. All right, Mama. You got anything you want to add?
No, I think I've done enough damage.
Are we going to cook supper? Or
I don't think so. I've done ate a good meal. Eat lunch today.
We had hamburgers at lunch today, and we cut the last available ripe tomato, and I still got hope for my green ones though. My green ones are coming along. So we cut the last ripe one we bought.
I checked for peppers down there in that lower bed when I took my pear peelings off, and no more peppers. They're little bitty tiny things about like that coming on. But some of the peppers have blooms on them.
Oh,
but
that's
this
strange.
frost will
It won't
get
make. It won't make.
It won't.
We're going to get frost in the next few days. I mean, it's just inevitable. And it's going to be what we call a killing frost. We've had some frost already, a few little scattered frosts. But there's coming a morning, and it usually comes before the 18th of October. But there's coming a morning, we're going to wake up, and it's going to be Jack Frost everywhere. Jack Frost on the trees, the limbs will look like they're as big as nickels. I mean, it'll be a big frost. And after that, when the sun comes out, everything is wilted,
ugly,
browned, and that's a killing frost. It means it kills all this stuff. And to be honest with you, I don't dread that, because with that goes the goldenrod. With that goes the other allergens, the molds and the other things. So it kills out a lot of stuff. It also kills out a lot of these pesky bugs, mosquitoes. If it
I
don't
think it kills them. I think they just go smart enough to go where it's warm, because there's too many the next year for them to kill.
If I knew it would help, I would turn the air conditioner down to 32 and let Jack Frost kill these fruit gnats.
I've got.
Let me tell you one thing you'll get.
Pears.
I started to say, one thing you'll get with some pear jelly
is gnats.
Is some more gnats. We were out of the gnat business. Our last gnat had been sold off for whatever they go to. It had gone. We had none for like 3 or 4 days.
Or a week or longer.
And then these pears come into play. And somebody told them, did one of y'all leak it? Because somebody told the gnats, hey, they got pears up there now.
Go back to them.
And here they came in droves. I cleaned these drains. We've
had vinegar bowls out there.
Vinegar bowls out. It's a part of the living, though, folks. It's a part of harvest. It's a part of it. It's always been a part of it. I remember when I was a kid, we'd have... Granny always called them fruit flies. Mm-hmm. These fruit flies have got to go, she'd say. And she had her remedies way back then. Right now, we've done extensive research. I have bought things. I have concocted things. I've used different things. Red wine vinegar and a little bit of Dawn squirted in it. And you want to use the power pump bottle of Dawn, because
it bubbly.
They like the bubbles on the top.
They go to seems like white.
They love white containers, like a white dish. Now, I had some of those little red apples. They didn't go to that as good.
No.
But I put some in a white dish with red wine vinegar and a squirt of Dawn, and they really went to it. And like a white napkin will be laying on the counter, and they'll swarm to that white napkin.
That's right.
So we're finding they like the bright. I don't know, maybe they feel warm. I don't know why, but they like the bright. I don't think they know colors.
They can be seen real good on the white.
I don't think they know colors, but they do like the white light color stuff. So if you're going to put a little bowl of vinegar out, make sure it's a light colored bowl. I guess yellow, white, or something bright would attract them better, but I've tried different ones. I tried some of
Are
those.
you stretching that cord tight? Okay.
I tried some of those black 1 ounce like dressing comes in, and tartar sauce that come in it, and they didn't go down in it. I don't think they could see down in it. I think they like to see down in it is what it is. But anyhow, y'all go do your own experiments and let us know. We may have missed some step.
Yeah.
Mama, what do you want to say?
Just goodbye, Mama, and God bless you all. Bye-bye.
Y'all have a blessed day.
Yeah.
Join us in the morning for Sunday School Highlights. About
Yeah.
9-ish, 9:30. Between 9 and 9:30 usually is when I try. And then we'll be doing Southern Sunday lunch tomorrow. Mama, you don't have any idea what we're doing?
No, it just had to come to me.
That almost sounds scary, like it could be an if. Like if we have it, you'll tell me.
Yeah, we're going to have Sunday lunch.
We'll have
something.
Sunday lunch, she said. This is one of those times when she might get up at 4:30 in the morning and put a roast on. Or we might have something that's simple and easy. Sometimes she pulls out the easy card, and sometimes it's like a Thanksgiving dinner's been served. It's whatever you want.
Keep you on your toes.
Oh, Mama, you keep me on my toes all the time. Y'all have a blessed night. Thank y'all for joining us. Thank y'all for being here, and thank y'all for sticking around for the end of the jelly. I know it took a little while. Y'all have a blessed day, and we thank you so much. Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.